Friends, have you ever thought that a simple coin in your pocket could make you so rich that your entire life could change? It may sound crazy, but the truth is such coins really exist. They may look completely ordinary on the outside, but hidden within them are rare secrets that make them worth not just thousands, not just millions, but even tens of millions of dollars. Today, we will journey into the story of the 1981 dollar coin, which at first glance seems like just another coin, but in reality, it is a hidden treasure. And friends, if you want to keep discovering more fascinating facts about rare coins like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel right now so you don't miss out on a single treasure. These aren't just coins, they are time machines, secrets, and doors that can lead you into an entirely new world. Friends, sometimes within a single fleeting moment in time, there are stories hidden that live on for centuries, and the 1980 $1 coin is one of them. This was an era when America stood on the edge of a new chapter. The economy was under pressure. The shadow of the Vietnam War still lingered over the people, and inflation had broken the backbone of ordinary households. In the middle of this, when the Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced to the public, people didn't really embrace it. Why? Because it looked far too much like a quarter dollar. But friends, this very coin has now transformed into a magical treasure in the world of collectors. The story on both sides of the coin is fascinating. On one side, the portrait of Susan B. Anthony, the very first woman in American history to have her face placed on a U.S. dollar coin. On the other side, the powerful image of an eagle, symbolizing America's dream of landing on the moon. But the real magic lies in the mistakes that slipped out of the U.S. Mint's machines. Yes, some 1980 coins were struck with doubled die errors. The word liberty or the phrase "in God we trust" sometimes appears with doubled lines, and in some cases, even the year 1980 looks doubled. These tiny anomalies may go unnoticed by the average eye, but for collectors, they open the door to a hidden fortune. One such doubled die coin sold at auction for $25,000. And that was the moment the world realized the $1,980 coin is far from ordinary. Now, just imagine this. If the old coin in your possession happened to have an off-center strike, where the entire design shifts toward one side, what would happen? Most people might dismiss it as a defective coin, but collectors, they'd bid not in the thousands, but in the hundreds of thousands, because rare errors are the true treasures. In fact, one such off-center 1980 dollar recently sold at auction for $125,000, shaking the collector community. And friends, the story doesn't stop there. Some 1980 coins were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet. For example, a few were minted on nickel quarter or half-dollar blanks. Just imagine a $1 design imprinted on a smaller piece of metal. To the ordinary eye, it might look bizarre, even worthless. But for a collector, it's a one-of-a-kind rarity worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. So, the truth is this: hidden in homes, tucked away in old boxes, or forgotten in jars, there may lie a coin that could change your life forever. One such wrong planchet coin sold for $300,000, and the beer proudly called it the crown jewel of his collection. These are the very moments that prove even the most ordinary-looking object can change a life forever. But friends, the story goes even deeper, because in 1980, the San Francisco Mint also released proof coins that were made especially for collectors. These coins had a stunning mirror finish, the background shining like glass while the portrait appeared frosted in white. And if preserved in pristine condition, their value could soar well beyond $20,000. In fact, one such 1980's proof dollar, graded a perfect PR70, sold for $19,500, and collectors still talk about it as a benchmark. Just imagine a small coin in perfect condition giving you that kind of money. Friends, for more fascinating details about rare coins like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so no treasure slips past your hands. But the story doesn't end here. Collectors still debate to this day whether some $1,980 contain micro-engraving details tiny elements, invisible to the naked eye, but identifiable under a microscope. And these little details can multiply a coin's value many times over. This is the very magic that transforms coin collecting from a simple hobby into a full-scale treasure hunt. There are countless real-life stories that prove this. One man opened his grandmother's old piggy bank and discovered a $1980 with a double die error. He auctioned it and walked away with $50,000. Another collector picked up a few old coins from a garage sale, only to find a wrong Planchet dollar among them, and that one coin made him a millionaire overnight. These aren't just tales, they're reality, and they teach us a powerful truth. Fortune favors those who pay attention. So, friends, the 1980 $1 coin teaches us that sometimes a tiny piece of metal can rewrite history. Sometimes a single error, a single mishap, a tiny anomaly is enough to change your destiny. This coin wasn't just meant for everyday transactions, it was, and still is, a secret, a treasure, a doorway that could lead you into a whole new world. Next time you hold an old dollar in your hands, take a closer look, because maybe, just maybe, that coin is the one destined to make you a millionaire.